ako guys, na-shock talaga ako na in-inform ako ng landlady na inassign ko dun sa bahay for Airbnb business that my unit has a very huge bill. Hindi ko alam kung magagalit ba ako, madi-disappoint ba ako, kasi ang sinabi ng National Water District ng Uganda is meron daw leakage. Kasi I felt very emotional looking at the house, kasi nga ang dami naming memories ng mga bata doon. Yeah. Thank you, Parts. Kaon ha. Dito tayo ngayon guys sa Hime. Let's wait for Auntie. This is the salon we are going. In front of Fitmart. Hime Salon, you guys. My go-to place. Dito tayo. Good morning tayo dito. Good morning! Mga rolling me. You sing a song for them so they'll give us money. Joke lang. Good morning guys. Asa man si Alfred? Bakasyon. Bakasyon na siya? OMG. Si Auntie nagpa-foot scrub. Foot spa di ay. Auntie, you go sit there.
Foot spa lang siya ba?
Yes, please. Basta limpyo lang. Ayan, nandito na tayo guys sa Hime Salon, as you can see. Yes, oo. Then massage para ma-relax siya gamay. Hi! Hi! Andito pala ang may-ari ng hacienda.
Auntie talaga ako maglakad.
You know, she's been asking about you. She's the owner of this place.
Auntie, what do you want?
Tell her everything. You want house and lot and car? You tell her.
Can't afford.
Can't afford. No, Auntie is here for foot scrub. Foot spa.
Foot scrub.
Yes. So, magpapa-foot spa si Auntie, guys. Kasi, you know, foot spa is the way to our heart. Lalo na single tayo. Wala na tayo mga pa-flowers. Foot spa na lang. So, si Auntie ay magre-relax ng konti. And of course, we are here at Hime Salon and Spa. Ito yung aking takbuhan. Dito sa Jensen, when it comes, kapag stress ako, pagod ako, guys, dito ako pumupunta. Kay Ma'am Hime. So, ang ganda ng name, no, ng salon nila. Sabi ko nga, nung nabasa ko, ang ganda ng name. Ano siya? Kasi ang Hime pala is Japanese version ng Princess. Kasi yung may-ari nitong Hime Salon, ang pangalan niya ay Princess. So, pumili siya ng another name but in different language. So, Hime yung napili. Maganda. Very good ka dyan, ma'am. So, Christmas na dito. Ayan, no? So, mahal ko lang si Auntie, guys. Moral support lang ang all. Moral support tayo. And, mabuti hindi pa sila masyadong busy. Kasi, pag busy na sila, guys, naku, abutan ka ng gabi dito. Merong minsan dumating ako dito hapon, guys. Grabe, ang daming tao. Alam niyo, pumasok ako ng 1:00, nakauwi akong 8:00. Ganun katagal. So, sabi ko, pag pupunta ako dito sa Hime Salon, pupunta ako ng maaga. Yung tulog pa ang lahat ng gustong magpaganda. Yan na si Auntie, oh. Wow. Yan natin si Auntie dito, guys. Wow. You see, Auntie, they will remove the dead feelings inside your heart. No, just the dead skin on the feet. Minsan-minsan lang para ma-relax. Pwede ako mga staff kung saan na lang, no? Auntie's crying. Ayan. Because the owner, Miss Hime, gifted Auntie. She said, you don't have to pay. Auntie's crying. Auntie, it's okay. You know, she's been asking about you since I came here. She said one day if we come to the city with you, she wants to see you in her salon. So I said, okay. So I asked her. Emotional mo na siya gluha mong good. When my sisters give her small gifts, she cries. Because it's Christmas in the Philippines. Do you like Auntie? Do you like foot spa, Auntie? It feels relaxing, right?
Feels relaxing.
You know, when I took Giselle for foot spa, she said that it's her dream. It's in her dream list. So she was so happy and she felt so relaxed. You know, her foot never had foot scrub. The skin was so thick. But after the foot scrub, it was nice. So yeah, because you see, Auntie, oh, the dry skin. Oh,
Since I think
Uganda.
yeah,
Did we? No, I think we did.
no.
Just manicure and pedicure. You see, guys, daming dead skin cells. Dead skin talaga. Even for me, when I do my foot scrub, it's like that.
Yeah.
So Hime Salon is going to give Auntie a foot spa plus pedicure. Wow. So who did the black color on your knee, feet? Chico. Chico pala. Si Chico pala nagkulay ng itim.
It's Chico.
He helped you.
Yeah.
Nice. So iiwan ko muna si Auntie, guys, kasi it will take her like 1 hour para mag foot spa at mag pedicure. Ako muna ibabalik sa shop kasi andun ang mga bata at kailangan ko silang asikasuhin kasi si Auntie ay busy pa. Baka mamaya hindi makahinga si Miss Giselle doon. 2 bata yung binabantayan niya. So punta muna ako doon. I will leave you, Auntie, okay? Iwan ko muna si Auntie, guys, kasi nasa mabuting kamay naman siya. Pero kayo na bahala mag-English. Ayusin niyo mag-English.
Yes, madam.
But Auntie can speak Tagalog, man.
Ay, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Wala ko sa Tagalog.
Okay. Kabalo mo na yung Tagalog.
Marunong mag-Tagalog si Auntie, huwag kayong mag-alala. Kabalo ka sa Uganda, the one who do the nails are men,
Yeah, man. No?
boys, not girls. They go to salon when the boys are the one working on the nails. Dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, mga babae. Doon, basta mga ganito, lalaki. Babae lang sa buhok, pero pag mga kuko, foot scrub, pedicure, manicure, lalaki dapat. They said that yung lalaki daw masyadong metikuloso ba sa trabaho. Tapos na si Auntie magpa-scrub. Let me see, Auntie, your the end of your feet. Oh, so pink. Tapos na bang dalawa, te? So now they're going to start the pedicure. So I'll see you in 1 hour, okay? I'll check the kids first because I need to give them lunch. Alright, guys. Punta muna tayo. Iwan ko lang siya, te, ha? Pasundo ko lang sa driver mamaya. Parts will pick you up. Bye, guys. See you later, alligator. Alis muna tayo. Iwan muna natin ang Hime Salon. So ako muna ipupunta sa tindahan. Wait lang. Maglalunch yung mga anak ko. Hindi ko alam anong bibilin ko. Ito may pagkain dito. Tingnan natin. So, meron dito. Dahan-dahan lang tayo. Okay. Try natin dito. Magkano ba? Ay, okay. Wala silang ulam lang. Kasi, akala ko matatapos si Auntie earlier. Sa bahay na lang yung mga bata kakain. Pero parang matagal pa siyang matapos. Kaya, pupunta na lang muna ako dito sa mall. Bibili akong ulam ng mga bata. And then, balik tayo sa shop. What if it's...
I forgot.
You forgot?
I don't know I don't know some things to say to teacher.
So next time, if you see like this, they're giving you like this, what are you going to ask?
Is it pork or is it
Beef. Beef is cow. We can eat beef because it's from cow, but we cannot eat pork from pigs. Okay? No, I don't know. Oh. Paano yan? Close na lang.
Why?
Because we don't know man if that is beef or pork. Baka mamaya pork yan. Bawal ka man magkain ng pork. Okay?
How do you know?
Yeah, but I can't see the meat are too small. I need to ask the one who made it. But I got for you noodles here. Noodles and and fish. Ano pa pala nangyari sa birthday party?
They gave me new juice.
Where?
There.
Did you drink?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Then they were like, let's even do your what?
Your hands. Oh, let me see. Very nice. Wow, very clean. That's so pretty. And you did yellow.
Yeah, I did.
That's so pretty, Auntie. And Ma'am Hime was there?
Yeah, she came. Then
Ah.
took photos. She said
Ah.
she's going to send for you.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, time to take care of our kids now. Your day off is finished. And you're welcome, Auntie. At least you had you relaxed. Okay, that's good. You go.
We go.
Because your kids have swimming class.
Go. Where's your bag?
Finally, ang bilis ng oras. Right now, it's almost 2:30 ng hapon. And as you can see, ako ay nagpe-prepare na para mabinat yung aking katawan. Kasi alam nyo naman ang aming activity ngayong December ay very physical. So we have to condition our body. Kita nyo naman guys. Wow! Para Amazona. Para makikipaglaban ng suntukan sa mga hindi nagbabayad sa utang kay Madam Ten Gibbs. So anyway, time check, it's 2:30 PM and maya-maya aalis na ako kasi kailangan on time ako guys. Bakit ako on time? Dahil kapag nahatid na ako sa gym, si Parts naman ay ihahatid ang mga bata sa swimming. Pagkatapos ng mga bata sa swimming, susunduin nila ako ng sabay and then uuwi kami together. So pag affected yung oras, maaapektuhan din yung mga anak ko. And priority ko yung kanilang mga activities. And na-share ko nga pala guys no, dun sa last na pinost ko sa aking Facebook page na Tindera sa Africa na ako nga'y nalulungkot. Kasi recently lang nakita ko yung itsura ng aking bahay sa Africa. So, para sa mga bago lang nanood, you guys, I'll give you a very short summary. We moved to Africa 2020 and we left Africa 2024, I believe. So, parang magpo 4 years kami na nanirahan sa Uganda, which is also in the continent of Africa. We live there, I did my vlogs there, kaya marami kayong nakikita ng story ng aking buhay na ginawa ko sa Uganda. I had 3 kids nung doon ako nakatira. Sorry, 2 and then pinanganak ko yung isa dito. And when we were in Uganda, we had our beautiful home. A 3-bedroom apartment kung saan kami nanirahan ng mga anak ko. So, obviously, nung umalis kami ng Uganda, Africa, we had to leave our home. And in-update ko kayo last time na tinry kong ipasok yung bahay namin na 3-bedroom into an Airbnb business. Pero alam nyo kasi guys, Airbnb at ang tourism sa Africa, okay, sa Uganda is hindi ganun kalakas compared sa ibang mga bansa na talagang pinupuntahan ng mga foreigners na talagang must go or nasa top 5 ng halos lahat ng foreigners. Katulad ng Thailand, very common puntahan ng foreigners yan. Pilipinas, very common. Kapag Asian naman, Japan ang pinupuntahan or Canada or Korea, but Africa is always not on the top 5. So medyo mahina talaga yung tourism doon, and that affects the Airbnb business a lot. So nag-invest ako dun sa bahay, binago ko yung bahay, pinaayos ko yung tiles, binago ko yung ibang gamit, nagpadagdag din ako ng ibang gamit to make it look very nice for Airbnb business. And after few months na umalis kami ng Africa, I was getting guests here and there naman sa Airbnb. Pero it was not that good na kaya niyang i-cover yung mga payments and fees na kailangan kong bayaran monthly sa bahay. Kasi sa Africa or sa Uganda, kapag ka meron kang property na isang apartment or condo unit, kailangan mo magbayad ng monthly, kailangan mo magbayad ng mga maintenance fee. So, mahirap pa din. And, I feel so bad kasi nga, hindi naka-cover hindi naka-cover ng earnings ng Airbnb na bahay namin yung kailangan kong bayaran na expenses every month. So, biglang humina yung Airbnb. We don't really get a lot of guests. Kasi when it comes to Airbnb, madaming namang options din sa Uganda. So, ngayon, it's now 1 year and October, November, December. Okay. It's 1 year and about 3 months since we left. And pinabisita ko kay Maring Sara Pedun yung aking bahay. So, marami sa inyo yung nagtatanong if I'm still in contact with Maring Sara. Yes, I am in contact with her. She's my solid friend. She's like a sister to me. Maring Sara Pedun, hi, hello, I love you. I miss you so much. You know that. We do communicate privately, you guys. Kahit hindi nyo kami nakikitang nagko-collab. Ayan, nagchat-chat naman kami at nag-video call sometimes. And pinacheck ko sa kanya yung bahay. And pinamanage ko din sa kanya yung bahay. Nung napagdesisyonan ko na i-close yung bahay sa Airbnb. Kasi nga nagkaroon ng problema na talagang nasaktan ako dun sa issue na yun. Dahil nga hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit kailangan yun mangyari. And nabigla ako guys, na-shock talaga ako na in-inform ako ng landlady na inassign ko dun sa bahay for Airbnb business that my unit has a very huge bill. Napakalaking bill ng tubig. Yung umabot po ng 20,000 sa pera natin, 20,000 pesos yung bill ng tubig. So, sobra akong, hindi ko alam kung magagalit ba ako, madi-disappoint ba ako, kasi ang sinabi ng National Water District ng Uganda is meron daw leakage. So, hindi ko maintindihan bakit magkakaroon ng leakage yung isang lugar na tinirahan namin ng almost 4 years na never ako nagka-problema sa tubig at sa leakage. Bakit biglang nagka-leakage na wala na kami? So, that amount of money for me is too much, kaya kailangan ko munang ayusin yun na problema. Talagang hindi ako maka-move on from that issue. Lagi ko siyang iniisip. Kasi nga, I feel, sorry sa word ha, pero I felt like I was cheated on. Ayun. Parang tiniming na wala kami, and ngayon parang kung sino na lang yung magbibigay ng resibo. Though, yung mga ganyang issue kasi guys, no, ay, kung nangyayari yung mga ganyang klaseng issue sa ibang lugar, syempre possible din yan sa kontinente ng Africa. I'm not saying that it's really the case, yun ba talaga yung nangyari, pero I don't feel good about it. Regardless, wala po akong choice. I have to settle that bill. Kasi nga, pinutulan nila kami ng tubig. So, pinutulan nila ng tubig yung aking bahay sa Uganda dahil gusto nila isettle ko yung bill ng tubig na hindi ko alam kung bakit ganun kalaki. Regardless kung may leakage or what. And then sabi ko, ipaksara ko na lang yung Airbnb. So, pinasara ko yung Airbnb guys. I believe nasa 6 months na hindi gumagana yung Airbnb, pero kompleto talaga ng gamit sa loob ng bahay. And recently, I requested my friend, Maring Sara Pedun, na puntahan ang bahay para ma-check niya kung ano yung mga issue, ano yung mga problema, and she sent me photos of the house. From time to time naman guys, senda naman ako ni Maring Sara ng pictures ng bahay, pero this time kasi I felt very emotional looking at the house. Kasi nga, ang dami naming memories ng mga bata doon. Ang dami naming memories sa dining area, ang dami naming memories sa hallway, ang dami naming memories sa living room area. And looking at the house, it makes me sad na talagang the family fell. The family was broken. Alam niyo yun? So, sabi ko kay Maring Sara, the photos really make me sad, but I don't have a choice. I really have to let go. Okay? So ngayon, sabi ko sa kanya, nag-request ako na kung pwede kunan niya ng pictures, kunan niya ng videos, kasi I really want to see the situation ng apartment ngayon, yung current situation niya. And yun nga, ginawa naman ni Maring Sara, pumunta siya kasama ang kanyang help, and nag-ikot sila dun sa loob ng unit, chinek nila, and may shinare siya sa aking bad news regarding the apartment. So, another na naman yan guys na concern. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, kailangan na talaga naming aksyonan yung apartment. Otherwise, masasayang lang siya. And knowing na hindi nagsosuporta yung tatay ng mga anak ko, I really wanted that apartment to work at least para makatulong sa aming mga finances. So, nakipag-usap ako kay Maring Sara, nag-brainstorming kami kung anong magandang gawin. And, eto nga, papakita ko sa inyo yung video. Bali, parang itutour ko kayo ulit sa bahay namin sa Africa. And I would like to show you guys the current update ng aming tirahan ng mga anak ko sa Uganda. And you see guys for yourself. And tell me what you think as well. Then, yeah, sabay nating panoorin itong video clip na to.
There's a small rat damage there, but the rest are okay. So this is how the house looks. Some people are complaining about this, the patches on the table, but I don't think it's a big deal. Also, the wall hangings have weevils. Okay, we just dusted, but you can see this keeps falling off the wall hangings. The fridge is bulged and very good condition. We have really tried to scrub the oven, but these parts have failed to get clean. And it is blue flame. You can see the rusted bits, but it is very okay. Also have the microwave here. So I wonder if Hassan wants his books, or I can just pack them in a box and keep them safe, but I'll display those on my shelf if nobody takes them. This is the kids' room. The rug, I've just pushed it down there. Too much dust. Here in Auntie Christine's room, I've covered everything with a bed sheet because I can easily wash this, but I don't want this to be so dusty. So yeah, just covered them up. Same with the bed. Just covered it like that because there's a lot of dust here. This is the washing machine. Cleaned it very well. Brand new. It actually looks brand new because the stickers are all there. It's almost brand new. Looks just brand new. We have very little water, so here there's no water at all. We wanted to wash around, but there's no water here. This is your bedroom. Actually, these wall hangings are better than the others because the other ones have things dropping off. These ones are perfect. I just put this also to protect it from dust. So that is how the house looks like. I was thinking